Okay, and I think we are live now, Sebastian. So let me welcome everyone. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Entrepreneur Genius Talks hosted by Mustard Seed. This is an initiative of the Genius Entrepreneur Network Group, whose founders are Deepa Thomas and Suresh Menon, and ably guided by Anil Thomas as well. Okay, so this is a networking group with a slight twist in this. You're not expected to network with everyone, okay? Just the right ones for you. Okay, so yes, that's right. It is a networking group, but you're not supposed to go around to everyone in the group and hand over your business cards. This networking group is all about first finding out who you are. What is your genius? Every entrepreneur is a genius. So we need to first find out what is your genius type. Okay, and then just like you have the people who complement you, and you have typical functions in a company, you have HR, admin, account, sales, marketing, and they work with each other. So you need to find out which is your genius and which are the other types of geniuses that are required for your business to get into the flow so that everything creates wealth, right? So there is a continuous flow of wealth, and that's what the Genius Entrepreneur Network is all about, right? So we have geniuses in our network, which is pretty obvious. And we have a special type of genius today. And he's right in front of you over there. He's waiting for me to keep quiet so he can start speaking. And his name is Mr. Sebastian Coutinho. He's the founder of JCL Enterprise. Sebastian, before I give a brief introduction of you, I'd like to welcome you. Welcome, Sebastian. Thank you for being with us here on this program today. I love the soft toys at the back, really nice. So it beats any Zoom virtual background that they could think of. Yeah. So let me, friends, introduce Sebastian to you briefly. As I mentioned, he's the founder of a company called JCL Enterprise, and he will tell us what that is all about. He's a world traveler and a knowledge seeker. And he's also an author of a book. He's written a book. Yeah, that's awesome. I really have great respect for authors. I don't know what he's trying to do with his camera right now, but he writes very well. He's an author of a book called Turn Back the Clock, and it's on Amazon. You can go check it out. He's a certified coach for performance. He's a networking marketing professional. And in fact, an industry publication called Direct Selling Today recently named him as the direct seller of the year 2020. Okay, he did his school and college from Mumbai suburbs, completed his MBA, and then started on his career spanning 25 years, 20 of those in a corporate environment, and the last 3 as an entrepreneur. So he's a relatively young entrepreneur, but very, very experienced. He's worked with a whole lot of high-profile companies like Oriflame, Tupperware, Amware, Wonderchef, Star, Union, Daiichi Insurance, and it's no surprise he's a true networking guy. Sebastian, what are you doing with your camera? I'm going crazy trying to figure out where you are. Okay, so he is. I asked him what he says he wants to do. Is he's on the path to educate people about the damaging side of oxygen and to help them pick up an anti-aging strategy at an early age. Very interesting. So with that, I present to you Sebastian Coutinho. Sebastian, I want you to say a few words about yourself before we actually get into the real program. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Sandeep, and gratitude to Entrepreneur Social, now known as Genius Network Circle. And if I have to share something about my story, there was a time when life was going through corporate stress, no much time for family, not able to do something for others. Then something changed over an event that I attended, and today I have more family time. I can do a lot of things for others. I can travel the world, and I can help people to look young, feel young, live young. And that's my short story.
Wow.
I would say I'm a common person.
Yeah, that really sounds very interesting. So, tell us a little more about the work that you do. What is it that really wakes you up in the morning and gets you going?
So being an entrepreneur, it's like you don't have any boss, you don't have any stress. So you are an independent person. you're more of a fun person, you have a family person, you're a freedom person. But at the same times, there are bills to pay, there are liabilities to pay. So main is ki, when you help others, when you really help others, give them wisdom, and this book that I launched during the lockdown, it's called Turn Back the Age Clock. It's about giving wisdom to what really causes aging in men and women. So I am associated, as you said, as a network marketing professional. So I'm working as a founder distributor with a company that is a consecutive 5-year billion-dollar brand. And it has cutting edge technology products backed by science and proven by research, so and the advisory board, the scientific advisory board, which has this panel of doctors and Nobel Prize winning scientists, so that really backs it up, where our forefathers used to tell us, have fruits, have fruits. So really, helping people with this formulation, which is more antioxidants, because everything on this planet will get oxidized. So even our cells are getting oxidized. So just like cars go through maintenance, even our body cells need maintenance. So I'm helping people with these antioxidants. Also, even men have skin, but we also have the skincare range. We have weight management programs. We have hair growth programs. So a lot of things. We also have coffee, in our product portfolio. We call it the youth enhancement system.
Wow.
I'm also associated.
That's interesting.
So so one is from the health segment point of view. Second is also from helping people how they can leverage their investments, how they can be more profitable, how they can have some savings. So I help them on wealth tips also, because as you introduced me, I was an AVP with an insurance company also. That's it.
Right. Okay. So that's very interesting, So you're actually in the business of taking care of, people and their health and their well-being, because you're also doing the insurance part and you're also doing, so from the outside in and from the inside out. Very interesting. Okay. So with that, let's move into what we call as the slow fire round. It's not a rapid fire round. We don't want the quick and easy questions. The first thing that comes to mind. We wanted to really, deliberate over it. So, a lot of people talk about, and our program is primarily on the genius of the entrepreneur. So
Absolutely.
a lot of products and services have USPs, right? So yes. I want to ask you, as a person, as an entrepreneur, what's your USP as an entrepreneur?
Okay, as an entrepreneur, my USP is very, very, very simple. We see the number one cause of death in India is an heart ailment. World Health Organization says that 1 out of 10 people will get cancer. Okay, so people have their life savings, and an average spend on a cancer or a cardiac or any other ailment is around 15 to 20 lakhs. And the time between the age of 30 to 50, people actually are busy making their careers, busy accumulating assets, so this is the time where people need to develop on take on some anti-aging strategies, that can help them to increase their longevity, that can help them to look young, feel young, live young. So I would say okay, I would like to say the unique buying proposition is take antioxidants at an early age,
So that's it's pretty much like, as you gave the analogy about the vehicle maintenance. So just like we undertake maintenance of
is my voice audible?
Yeah, we can hear you clearly. We can hear you clearly. Yeah.
No, because they are, I'm sorry here, so this, my original phone couldn't get connected. So I'm using my child's phone. So his friends keep calling in between. So I have to move around, So it's okay to get messy sometimes,
That's
so,
okay.
but
don't worry about it. Anything and everything goes in a live program. So don't worry about it.
Yes.
In case you didn't notice, I have a train track crossing, so don't worry about it. Okay, coming to the next question. Okay. A lot of entrepreneurs don't like this word, failure. we try to say that they are lessons learned, but sometimes there is no nice way of saying it. So what would you rate and what would you state as what have been your biggest, maybe I wouldn't like to say failure again, but the biggest lesson that you've learned as being an entrepreneur?
So Sandeep, over my like I would say I'm close to 44 years now. I've not come across a person who has been successful without failure. Okay.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
well, the first year of entrepreneurship was really challenging because it really took me 1 year to understand the fundamentals of the business, being an entrepreneur. But these failures, helped me to learn quickly and make corrections wherever possible. And one message I can give to the entrepreneurs is, never give credit. So that is, so that is one I can say one biggest lesson.
For sure. That's the one thing that always works.
Yes.
Don't give credit. Yeah, okay. Yeah. But yeah, so yes, it is a very chastening experience being an entrepreneur. It puts you through a lot of grind. But as you said at the start, it gives you a lot more back. You have a lot more in terms of time, in terms of quality of life, and yeah, sure, there are a lot more responsibilities. The other thing is, it's not everybody's game, so only a few types of people do it. Okay, so let's come to your achievements now. What would you rate as the most important, the most significant achievement that you had so far as an entrepreneur?
So when it comes to achievement, I would say there is not one, but there is so many, there is so many. But I would say biggest achievement is the customers love the products. They buy good wisdom. And the team, that I lead, they are being profitable, plus winning many awards and rewards. I've been to many incentive trips through this profession. I've been to Vancouver, I've been to Athens, Santorini, I've been to Malaysia, Thailand, and all in the span of this 3 years. 2020 was challenging where it missed out, my travels to Iceland, and, forthcoming one would be Dubai. But my biggest achievement, I can say, this publication, which is this industry publication, Direct Selling India Today, honoring me with the best direct seller of the year. Not only that, is also, this is a great, I don't know how many years I'll be on this planet, but I can leave a legacy for the people where they can know of great wisdom that is written. And it's a story that I've written to every friend that will be reading this book,
Incidentally, you actually had the book not just in soft copy, but you actually got the book published and printed. That's very, very interesting. What made you do that? A lot of people who are doing books right now, they just come out with a e-version of the book, and put it up. So what made you actually go and print the hard copy?
So, I would say three things always, give something for the head, give something for the stomach, which is reserve for them, and give something for the hand.
Okay, good. So that makes sense, right? So we come to our fourth and our last question in this slow fire round. What would you rate as the most significant, innovation that you have come up with, either in the manner in which you take your products and services to the market, or the manner in which you take yourself to the market, or something which is within your product itself? So what would you call as your most important innovation that you've done?
The innovation, I would say, be authentic and be real. You just be yourself. Okay. God has blessed you with a lot of talents, and just be real. And there is something that is really backed by science, backed by research. And I'm really blessed with, communities and Genius Entrepreneur Network. And this circle, Genius Circle, is one community that I really admire. And because of this community, like, I could associate with many other communities, because this was the first ever community I associated with. So all my gratitude to Anil Thomas, Deepa Thomas, and also Mr. Suresh Menon, So I think more than me giving opportunity, they have given me an opportunity.
So in fact, that was, I was just going to come to that and to tell the audience as to a little more about what is this genius that we keep talking of. Like I said at the start of the program, there are different types of geniuses. Every entrepreneur, in fact, every person, when they work in an environment, they have some particular, as we say, USPs or certain USPs or certain skills of their own, which they bring to the table, some values that they bring to the table. Some of them, some people are people oriented, some people are timing oriented, some people are they have a way of coming up with better ideas, and some people are very good at execution. So there are 4 very specific different types of geniuses that are there. And what the good part is, everyone can figure out what type of genius they are. There's a very simple test, and I would request our backend team led by Emma to just put the link below in the comments. So that is, you can just go there, click on that link. It's a 2-minute test. It gives you a couple of questions, and you don't dwell too much on the answers. Hit the first thing that comes to mind. Okay, so do the first thing that comes to mind, give that answer, and instantly you will be told what is your genius type. Of course, then you can research, and it tells you more. It also tells you about the genius in terms of how you can network with the other complementing geniuses. So that's something that you need to do. This helps us to figure out which are the type of people that we need within our community, in our business network, to ensure that I may not be everything, So just like you need somebody from an accounts background, you need somebody from a sales background, and you need somebody to actually, drive the business and keep it running. The 3 different people these are. So these 3 different people will need to be there to come together to make sure that you succeed. And that's what the Genius Network is all about. I want to ask you, Sebastian, what is your type of genius? And how has this Genius Network actually, with an example, helped you to move your business forward?
Okay, so if I see in the prism you called it, or the quadrangle that you call it, the genius that I am is a blaze dynamo. So where I just love networking, I just like to be open with people, and I can connect with any stranger. And I would say less than 30 seconds. I can connect with strangers also, because I have nothing to lose. I have nothing to lose, and that really. But this genius test has really helped me to find out who I can collaborate with. Who can be the deal makers for me, who can be more working towards better communication, better connection, and better collaboration, I can say. That's it. So I'm a dynamo blaze, I can say.
Okay. So not surprising, Blaze is actually a people person, so that's what you are. And networking, the person who can really go out and network a lot more is definitely a people person. So last question before we wrap up. So what is your mission now? And we've seen how challenging the last year was, and we've seen how things have gone. A lot of us have been challenged very, very, very strongly. Entrepreneurs especially, have taken a very big beating. Having learned these lessons, okay, and being part of a Genius Network also, what is it that is your mission, and what are you going to do? What are your goals, and what have you charted as your course for 2021? If you could share that with us.
So, Sandeep, I can say 2 words: don't quit. Even if there's a downturn, always have good communities that can lift you up. And one such community that has really not given up, I can say. And also during the lockdown, every month the Genius Entrepreneur Network, this Genius Circle, had personalities coming as guest speakers and sharing the inputs. Not only that, I attended a 2-day boot camp. And this boot camp really gave me very much clarity, very much focus where I need to be focusing around from my
That's right.
individual point of view, from my team point of view, and from the business point of view. And best thing is, I could make this bonding more stronger. I could make more collaboration. I could make more friends. And I sincerely recommend, people should attend this 2-day boot camp, which is organized by Mustard Seed, led by Anil Thomas, Suresh Menon, and Deepa Thomas. And all gratitude to them, because I am like laser focused on what I'm going to do in 2021. Yes, there are mentors, in my other network circle, also in my own profession of network marketing, in my profession of dealing with the insurance sector. I have mentors out there. So all due credit to them. Today, if I have launched a book, today, if I'm a certified coach, so there are mentors that have blessed me. But to be very specific on this platform, if they've not told me to do this, but
That's the disclaimer.
I would say they are on a mission to really bring up rural entrepreneurs, along with the urban entrepreneurs. And I really like to embrace their mission, and whatever in my power, if I'm able to do something for this community, I would be happy to do it, seriously.
Yes,
And like so much gratitude, Sandeep, personality like you are, interacting with me, interviewing me, taking this message to the world around. Two things people will pay price. One is taxes, and second is lack of wisdom. So
very, very interesting perspective. So thank you for sharing that. And yes, it does help especially as far as entrepreneurs are concerned. You must take time off to go and sit and put your thoughts together as to what you really need to do, and that is very, very important. And like a boot camp, like the one you met, the one you attended, those do help. Yeah. So the Entrepreneur Genius Network, they do come up with a lot of initiatives. In fact, there is one very important one. They not only help you to connect with everybody, within. There is actually a city to city connect that's happening. So the next program that we are going to have is a Mumbai Manchester Connect. That's happening on the 28th of January at 4 p.m. India time. Okay, so those of you who are interested, I would request Hema to put the link, in the comments, so that those of you who are interested, you not only get to join up and learn more about people and the geniuses that are available to you here, but also the geniuses that are available to you worldwide. And we're kicking this off with the Mumbai Manchester Connect. That's on 20th of January. Okay, having said that, I'd like to thank you, Sebastian, for taking your time off, spending that time here with us, as opposed to going out and meeting people and aggressively doing what you really do well. So thank you for that, and thank you for sharing your thoughts. And for all of those who are there in the audience, please do share this video with the others. Click like, leave your comments. We will get Sebastian to answer any questions that you may have. And like the page, subscribe to it, so that you get to know when's the next program. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. I think we ran a little over time, but anyway, I think it was well worth it.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Sebastian. Yeah, no, absolutely. No apologies required. Gratitude going out to Hema, Mayur, and those who are working at the back for this, and also to, once again, to Deepa Thomas, Suresh Menon, and Anil Thomas for their guidance. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe and have a great 2021.
Bye-bye.